Are we? Yes. So, hello everybody. Good morning. Looking the occupation in the eye from occupied Palestine, Zaatara Junction. Now, I just had at least 5 minutes that I thought I was live, but I wasn't. I'm blah blahing here away with the whole story, and then I realized I wasn't live. Yes. So the story was one, I don't see flying fuck on my screen. נראה לי שכן, אני לא הייתי שמה. כואב לי הרגל. Okay, so yesterday, okay, let's start from the beginning. Quiet demonstration, looking the occupation in the eye. Friday morning, I have been going crazy for the last few months as my phone did not allow me to zoom in while doing a Facebook Live. So I thought it was my phone. I've been freaking out about it. Lost my patience earlier this week and bought a new phone. Just like that. Just bought a new phone. Like, some thousands of shekels. And then yesterday I found out that I actually should have bought a fridge because my freezer broke down. And then I found out yesterday while I was trying, setting it up, making sure that everything is okay for today, for my life, that I don't need to install all kinds of crap. So I started doing, all kinds of Facebook Lives. And no, Facebook doesn't allow zoom in on my new phone. I don't know if it's a bug with Facebook. So I have this new amazing phone with an amazing camera. Cannot use it for stupid Facebook. So I bought this, I installed this application. I'm doing live now through that application. No idea how it works on Facebook. Should be okay. Should show my life. If not, well, then I'm talking to myself, which is probably the case most of the time. So, yesterday also there was a demonstration in Jerusalem against the changes the current government wants to make to save Bibi's ass from not going to jail. It's a demonstration in Jerusalem. And with all due respect to the Jerusalem police, they were really dumb and stupid. 2 demonstrators got arrested. So they just asked me if they were released. I sure hope they are. So, this is definitely a nicer picture. Ta-da-da-da-da! אנחנו live עם עודד, here we are, live. היוש! היוש, עושים live עם live. That's Oded, check out his live. Yeah. My hand is steadier though, because I have a gimbal. And I'm doing it in English and not in Hebrew. So, blah blah enough. Last week, where Israel killed 9 Palestinians, one 17-year-old who threw a piece of metal. He threw a piece of metal and got shot at and killed. 5 people died in Jericho earlier this week. Within those 5, 2 brothers and 2 cousins. At least 104. I don't have the numbers of the last 2 days. I'm doing this. Most of these numbers are coming from Adi Argov, her dailies. Actually, not dailies, they're by dailies, Adi. If already. But they're daily, and she trying to find the English word here. She does a daily with what happened in occupied Palestine, so I go over it and once a week and write this down. So I'm missing a few of these days, but at least 104 Palestinians. 104 Palestinians were arrested. 19 in Burin, just Burin. Palestinian journalist was arrested. Palestinian police officer was arrested. A Palestinian security person was arrested, and 3 brothers were arrested. Just a few of the 104 Palestinians that were arrested last week for just the fact that they are Palestinian. 22 Palestinians were seriously wounded, 13 in Jericho, 2 seriously, of these 22, 2 seriously wounded, 1 journalist wounded, a Palestinian journalist, and 1 got shot at when at a Mahsoum. His car was stopped and he ran away. He was scared. I would be freaking scared. And he got shot. The police arrived. At least 30 raids by the Israeli occupation force on Palestinian villages. 13 administrative detentions, 7 new ones, and 6 extended at least. These are numbers at least from the last week. There are more, bringing the total again of Palestinians being held in Israeli prison under administrative detention over 900. There's 1 person that got 6 months administrative detention for the 4th time. So you're sitting in jail without a case, without evidence. You have no idea why. This number is freaking me out. People are, going on the streets every day in Israel fighting for democracy. There is no democracy when you have people in jail held under administrative detention. There's no democracy where that happens. None, 0. Fighting for democracy for Jews only, as I like to say, or shout. Now, in January, today it's February 10, I think. Maybe even already 11. I think it's 10, I don't know. So in January, 35 Palestinians were killed, 8 Israelis, 503 Palestinians were wounded, 540 Palestinians were arrested, 92 minors of these, 92 kids were arrested just in January. Wrap your head around these numbers, people. 131 buildings were demolished, leaving 174 Palestinians without a roof over their head. Because we can. We left 174 people without a roof. They have nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Fucking crazy. Now, 2002, this is a number from 2002 that I just wanted to discuss. Close to 9,900, so close to 10,000. The real number is 9,873. So let's give it, round it up. 10,000 Palestinians got wounded in 2022. Now, of these close to 10,000, 1,614 were admitted to the hospital. 1,614. Of those, 45% are gunshot wounds. Bringing this, around 750. So 750 Palestinians ended up in the hospital with gunshot wounds. 38 of those, 38%, with gunshot wounds in their upper body. So that makes it between 150 to 200 were shot in their upper body just in 2022. Now, of those 45 gunshot wounds, 45%, so we had 1,600 Palestinians that ended up in the hospital, and 45% were gunshot wounds, so 750. Of those 750, 40% were minors. So 300 kids ended up in the hospital last year with gunshot wounds for throwing a rock. Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking crazy. Now, Jericho, I said it earlier, 5 Palestinians died in Jericho this week. Jericho has been under siege at that point for 10 days when this happened. They were looking for somebody that managed to shoot at a restaurant, 1 bullet. Nobody got wounded. Since then, Jericho was closed off. So last week, 13 wounded, 2 seriously. Of course, ambulances were not allowed to provide any medical care. 8 journalists were arrested and 9 others. 2. That's another day. So totally, over 20 people got arrested. No, that's here. That's on the Saturday. Then we have on another day, one of the other days in Jenin, 8 people got arrested. Oh, that was there. And 3 injured. Again. Ambulance not allowed. And Israel, their reaction on the killing of 5 Palestinians, arresting a shitload and wound 13 seriously, 2 seriously, hurt 13. Israel was extremely proud that female soldiers were part of the whole action in Jenin. 5 Palestinians got killed. Fucking crazy. 2 brothers, 2 cousins. Now I'm going to say this wrong. Tokoa. Palestinians were not allowed to plant trees on their land. Israeli occupation came with settlers. Actually, the settlers came with the support of the Israeli occupation force. Pushed the Palestinians off their land with stun grenades and gas. Last week, the Israeli occupation force confiscated a caravan, solar panels, generators, because we can. Hawara, down the road, where we are now, all the streets leading up to the main street were closed off. Why? God fucking knows. In Dir Istia, I'm saying this wrong, I'm so sorry. 45 dunam has been confiscated by the army. And in Akraba, settlers fenced off an area belonging to the town. They already stole 80% of the land surrounded, and they have surrounded that part with 5 settlements. So cute. Silwan. So Ben Gvir threatened on that Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, they would demolish a 4-story building. 4-story building. 100 people are living there. to demolish it. It's a beautiful house. Of course, it was built with no permission, because Palestinians don't get permission ever to build. I had this number last week. Like 76 buildings compared to 23,000. Something like that. Fucking ridiculous. But the story is due to international pressure. For now, they postponed it. So again, it can happen any day under the radar. There are 500 policemen ready to do this, to support, to stand by and make sure that, I don't know what. These people also, 100 people, have nowhere else to go. Nowhere else to go. Southwest of Bethlehem. There's the armies threatening. Threatening to confiscate another 460 dunams. Oh, I just read it. Oh, here, 490. So settlement can be expanded. Settlers went up to Homesh, of course. Why not? They can. Homesh. As far as they're concerned, it's, closed off military zone. Not for settlers though. Hundreds went up. They attacked Burka or Tubishvat. Now Aria King, municipality councillor in Jerusalem, he planted a tree in the yard of Fatma Salem in Sheikh Jarrah. Not his land. They're still in court over it. It's her land. He planted trees on it. And the rest of Salafit, settlers planted trees also on Palestinian land, not allowing them access anymore. Little shithead, feels big. Hebron, of course, Palestinians needed to stay in their home. They were expelled from the old city, so settlers could march through, because why not? And the only good thing, as far as I'm concerned, one is, actually there are two. One, Barcelona decided, the mayor of Barcelona decided to break all ties with her twin city, Tel Aviv, until Israel will stop the occupation, which is nice. Madrid, on the other hand, came back yesterday and said they are willing to be the twin city of Tel Aviv. So, yeah. Win for Barcelona, no win for Madrid. And the other nice one, well, not really nice, but at least it gives a bit of a, I don't know, some light, tiny, tiny sparkle of light at the end of this dark tunnel of the occupation. But I am not living, other people are living it. He's having a hard time. Like, what the hell are they saying? Anyway, nice part is the UN International Court of Justice has given the timeline regarding the probe into Israeli practice in occupied Palestine. So July 25th, birthday of my sister, is the deadline of submitting of the written statements, and then in October there is a deadline for comments on those statements. So at least that. She's asking, what are you filming, you pathetic woman? Yes. That's it, guys. That's my week. Oh, all these Israelis that are... Oh, he's stopping his car, really? Let's see where he's going. Let's see if he's going in. So yeah, I hope that this software solution that I'm using, so I'm able to zoom in. Very curious how this works. I don't even know if I'm able to do a backup, if I'm able to download it. And if not, then we'll go back to the regular Facebook Live. But it's nice. Lots of no closed off military zone today. Last week was closed military zone. The map they showed us was not the area where we were. So they made, some adjustments on their computer and showed us an altered map so that they could kick us out. And a week before that it was a self-reduce. But to sharpen the area. Sharpen the activities in the area. Let's do a zoom in because that's why we have this. Okay. Seriously, don't see anything because of the glare of the sun. And this Monday, part of Israel will be on strike again against the plans of the new government, fighting for democracy for Jews. Okay. It is though very lonely here without any comments. I can't see here. Actually I do see if people are watching. Oh. Okay, interesting. Demonstration. Stand in solidarity with the Palestinians at Zaatara Junction. Like every week, also this week, Israel could not control the trigger and found it absolutely necessary to kill another 9 Palestinians, bringing the total of killed Palestinians in 2023 already to 44 or 43, 44. So far 2022 was one of the deadliest years for the Palestinians. And in 2023, Israel's doing a fantastic job by making this year even worse. Because the rate we're going, we're 40 days in, 41 days in the new year, and we already exceeded the 1 Palestinian a day. It used to be 1 Palestinian every 3 days. But we upped it up, leveled up the game. Bringing it to 200 including Gaza in 2022. The rate we're going right now, it will be up to 400 by the end of the year. Several attacks by settlers, of course, have been taking place in the last week. A kid in a car in Hawara got pepper sprayed. He was sitting next to the driver. Got pepper sprayed, of course. No settler was arrested or investigated or nothing. So there's really lots of settlers on the road today. God, it's cold. Trying not to film too much the Palestinians that are waving, smiling, and that's what we're here for. Showing the Palestinians that not every Israeli is a fucking asshole. Because they only see assholes, little shithead assholes. Is this guy again filming with his camera? Wow. Can they just for fucking once stop this? Make a fucking clear law about it. When you're in the army, you're not allowed to make pictures of demonstrations with your fucking private phone. Not when you're in the army and not when you're a fucking police dude. Blue and green Smurfs. Seriously so done with them. Oh, the glare is really bad. Seriously don't see anything that I am recording. Where are my glasses? Yes. Hold on, let me get you in. Hold on.
Congratulations for your new phone.
What did you say?
Congratulations for your new phone.
New phone? Yes, I bought a new phone.
Yeah, see, it's a Google phone. Oh, isn't it?
It's supposed to be a good phone. Or a good camera.
I don't know, ask Martin.
Martin has a Google phone? Oh,
Morning,
really?
Yeah.
Wow, Martin. There we go, man.
Yeah, Karma, give a speech.
Yes, Karma. You want to say something, darling?
Karma, give a speech.
You have anything you want to share after this week?
After this week, it's just a connection of the reality of Israel to the political situation. So nothing is surprised. The only surprise is the intensity. But that's, when you think about it, it's not surprising at all, because all the leaders of the change are settlers. Either Rothman, that is the settlers, Smotrich is the settler, Ben-Gvir is the settler, Scott, the new parliament member, is a fucking settler. So this is what happens. So just the occupation, taking control of the whole state of Israel, and that's the natural evolvement after 55 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Couldn't have said it any better. Fucking great English too. Hey, Karma? Yeah, girl? Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, Danny has to take care of his hair a bit. He looks, you know.
Hey.
I love Danny. Or Danny. Actually.
בחור בחזה.
אל תטפלי לי. והם מקבלים, והשרצים העיקריים האלה.
It's nice that some people pay attention to my new phone. Should have bought a new fridge though. All nice and well. Really happy to be able to do this. Let's go now. Zo, bed. Definitely. Not sure what you... אני לא בטוחה מה רואים בפייסבוק כרגע. מה אני?
תודה רבה.
אם כבר עלה אותו,
Okay, do I have to do something about what I'm seeing? Okay, the whole conversation is just...
דקות. נראה אם הצו יגיע תוך 19 דקות האלה.
פלסטינים, מה איתך? למה?
לא, הם לא ילכו לשום מקום. לא לצעוק, חבר'ה, לא לצעוק.
It's hard to convince these brainwashed people how fucking wrong and racist they are.
שבת שלום!
Some curses, you know.
I'm sold about the idea of giving Jews a state. Can you remember?
Yeah.
Sometimes I really wonder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, actually, we need a state, but not this kind of
Not
state.
this type of state. We do need a home. You know, we do need a place. It's just a shame.
Doing to others
Yeah.
the evils that were done to us
Yeah.
is unimaginable.
Yeah.
איפה שם את הג'יפ, נחסום את השלט.
Hey, Ajib, hey, Ajib.
So my daughter explained it to her girlfriend earlier this week. Actually, very simple. Because, you know, we were talking about the occupation at home. So, anyway, she said it very nicely. Very, very simple. We, after the Second World War, none of the countries, you know, wanted to deal with the Jews that were coming back that survived. And they were like, you know, go, go, we don't want you here. Go, leave. Then we went to Israel. And we came here and told the people that lived here, go, go, we don't want you here. Go.
קצין בקרן, עשינו משהו בכוונה בשביל להסתיר אותה. סגן אלוף, אה? אתה סגן אלוף בצה"ל, אה? אתה לא מתבייש? למה? הוא נעמד פה בכוונה. סגן אלוף, כן? סגן אלוף דתי שנעמד פה בכוונה.
Got a whole fist this time.
So, nice people.
Yeah, oh, really?
They love us.
I seriously love us. Seriously, don't see what I'm filming. No clue. We'll have to change the brightness clearly. Such a shame that the Israeli occupation force isn't here to protect the people that need it and the original population. Oh, look how fucking zoomed in I am. Huh. Let's do a bit more like this. But all in all, quiet demonstration. Every Friday, guys. Join us next week. And it's cold. Ooh.
והחליטו שהם יותר חכמים מראש הממשלה, הם יודעים יותר טוב מראש הממשלה מה האינטרס של מדינת ישראל.
So the Jeep had to stand here. All the corners. You would almost think so that the Palestinians, won't see us standing there. What's happening there? Oh, data warning. I don't give a shit about that.
השם ישמור.
I think they're checking now if they can have a sabridut or something like that. תפסיקי להסתכל בעניין של אויבים מותק. הרגע שאת ממשיכה לדבר על אויבים, שום דבר לא משתנה. את רואה אותם ואנחנו. אין. לא, אין סבבה. תפסיקי עם זה. תפסיקי קודם כל עם זה. תפסיקי עם האויבים.
אנחנו רוצים אותם בכנסת יום
אתם אויבים, את האויב שלי.
האויבת של המדינה.
את האויב שלי.
האויבת של המדינה.
את האויבת שלי, את הורסת את המדינה שלי.
את גרה...
אז מה זה קשור ליהודי? מה זה קשור ליהודי? לא, אין עם. זה שטויות ואין אלוהים ואין יהודי. זה הכל שטויות במיץ עגבניות. תפסיקו עם השטויות האוויליות האלה שלכם.
מותק, את גרה באדמה שגנבת.
למה?
את גרה באדמה שגנבת.
שומעת רק זבל בבית.
את גנבת את האדמה שגרה, בגללך יש את הבלגן, בגללך. בגלל שאת גרה פה.
גנב!
את גרה פה.
לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי...
הבחורה לא מחלקת נרות שבת?
אולי אוכל, אולי היא מזמינה את זה. היא כאילו... מה שיש את כאלה. shitheads. Little shitheads. That's what you all are.
יאללה, קדימה, אתה עושה פקק.
גנב. הגנב אתה.
נו, אתה עושה פקק.
אתה עושה פקק. You're doing a traffic jam. You're not doing it. You're creating. Wow. And it's honestly, it is seriously so nice to see the Palestinians honking, drinking, showing. Honestly, that's what we're here standing for, really. Really. To show them that not all Israelis are little shitheads. Later on today, we will be in Zaatara, 3 o'clock. Join us over there, especially after Aria King planted trees regarding Tubuswat on the land of Fatma Salem. Just imagine, like you wake up, people decided, no, that piece of land, that's mine now. That's mine, I'm taking it. We put in a tent, planting trees on land that's not yours. They're just taking it. And the police is standing by and the army is standing by doing nothing. Zero. Applauding it. Seriously, the whole week I'm working from home since Corona. I'm loving it. I put my alarm every morning. I'm not really waking up, so at a certain point, whenever, wake up, work until deep in the night. And then on Friday, I put my alarm earlier than on a regular day. And off I go out of my bed.
אני בעד שעון קיץ.
יש אנשים שממשיכים לפעילויות אחרות.
נכון?
יש אנשים שממשיכים לפעילויות אחרות. לאן ממשיכה?
היום אני הולך לקדום.
סדום?
קדום.
אני בא איתך.
You come? Excellent.
ואת באה לשייח ג'ראח?
שייח ג'ראח אחר כך.
מתי זה בשייח ג'ראח?
3.
איפה זה בדיוק?
זה בגינה.
מדינה בדרך חברון.
אז יש את הרחוב שמעון הצדיק, יש כיכר שם, בכיכר אתה פונה ימינה, הגעת.
איפה חונים שם?
אני שמה את האוטו שלי בשמעון הצדיק, הרחוב, ככה אני יודעת איך קוראים לו. ככה זה... יאללה guys, we are done here.
מה זה? אולי פעם אני אגיע לשם. אני צריך לשלב בין זה.
And yes, we are moving on. We are going to Kadum. One of our friends in Kadum got arrested. Got arrested earlier this week. Was released after a few hours. In Kadum, they're having a weekly demonstration. As in 2011, the higher court decided that they could have access to a road that has been blocked off since 2002. Even so, the higher court gave totally was like this road should be open for the Palestinians. The army doesn't open the road, doesn't allow the Palestinians to use a road. Gives them 900 meters to the main road. Now they have to drive 50 minutes to reach that same point to the main road. Because they don't have access to a road of 900 meters out of the village. Because it's too close by to Kadumim. Kadumim, the settlers built the settlement next to the road of the Palestinians, and then they closed it off for the Palestinians. Because they don't like it. Whatever. I did my thing. So that's Kadum. There's a demonstration, of course, in Beta. לא שכחנו כלום, לא הלכנו. Beta Jan, where one Zionist settler put a settlement in the middle of the land of the Palestinians, not allowing them. Serious dude, go home. You're so fucking brainwashed.
לא, אני חושב שהמג"ד זה לא ממש אוהב אותנו, זה יותר משיכה, גופנית. אני יודע, מה לעשות? זה בעיה של מי שיש לו סקס אפיל כמוני, ופשוט אנשים מאבדים את ה... לא תצמי איתם שמעת.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. Okie dokie, guys. Ready to go. Ready to go. Seriously? Yalla, you go home. You little shithead. You're a little shithead. Get the fuck out. You're a little shithead. You think you can talk to me like that? Who the fuck do you think you are? You little shithead. You're a fucking little shithead. Get the fuck out.
קודם כל...
Get the fuck out. You think you can talk this way to people? Look, the charming Israeli Zionist little shithead. Little fucking shithead. Look at this. 15 years old. You don't even have hair in your fucking balls. What, you think I'm afraid for you? Really? You fucking shut your fucking mouth. You fuck your mouth. Fuck your mouth. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Really, Sharmuta? Shut up. You little shithead. Little shithead you are. You have nothing to say here. You're a little thief. Yeah, another one. Seriously, they have nothing serious to say. Look at that. They seriously think they can, like, continue with their disgusting behavior towards other people. They're little thieves. That's what they are. Little shitheads. Little thieves. Now you fucking go, you little shithead. Oh, he has nothing normal to say. Oh, that's what they do, really. He doesn't even speak English, probably. Of course he doesn't. They don't get a proper education. The only thing they get is a proper brainwash. That's all. Yeah. Do you know how pathetic you are? יאללה, 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 לך הביתה, יאללה, לכי. את ההתנהגות הזאת, היאללה הזה. Karma, darling, karma will do its job, don't worry. Karma will do its job. Yeah, karma will do its job. It's so simple. Yeah, absolutely. Karma, darling. Karma. Yalla. Yalla, guys. Okie dokie. We're done. Okay. Yalla. Bye, Yush.
עדיין נרגשת מהצהרת האהבה של אפגן אלוף, אבל...
Do you want to close? Yes.